Hey guys, welcome to another video. Today I'm going to show you how to make granny shorts. This is beginner friendly and it's very amazing and it has a perfect fitting. I'm going to show you how to get a perfect fitting from this. So let's just start it off. We are going to need medium weight yarn. In this case I'm using robin yarn, which is 100% acrylic, and I'm going to use the two of them since robin yarn tend to be pretty thin, so I'm going to use two of them to give me like the medium weight that I need for this project. And then you're going to need measuring tape. I'm going to use a 2.5 millimeter hook, and I'm going to need some stitch markers. Let's just dive into it. So first off, make sure that you have measure your hip. You have your hip measurement. So take your hip measurement, whatever your measurement is. How many chains do you need to make for you to have the number of your hip measurement? In my case, I'm going to chain 180 chains for a hip size of 42 inches. Find out how many you need to make, and then let's go on from there. So I'm going to chain 180. So this is a total of 180 stitches and is going to give me 42 inches when stretched. When I stretch it, I get 52 inches. Okay, so let's go on. So after you've made your 180 chains, the next step is you are going to attach these ones so that you have a ring. So just make sure your foundation chain is in alignment. Make sure your foundation chain is in alignment, and then once you're done with that, just where you made your first stitch right there, insert your hook, and this is the first stitch you made. Insert your hook and make a slip knot, so you have a ring. Now this is going to act as your waistband, and we are going to work this from up to down, starting from the waistband and then the body and then the last part of it. So after you've connected this ring, what you're going to do is you're going to chain 3. After chaining 3, on the next stitch you're going to make a double crochet. Double crochet is yarn over, insert your hook, pull up a loop, and pull through 2, and then pull through the rest of the 2. Yarn over, insert your hook, pull up a loop. Now you have 3 loops on the hook. Pull through the first 2. Now you have 2 loops left, and then pull through the other one. Yarn over, insert your hook, pull up a loop. Now you have 3 loops left on your hook. Pull through the first 2. Now you have 2 loops left, and pull through the last one. Now you're going to work a row of double crochets all the way across, and then I'll meet you here so we can move on to the next row. We're done with the first row. Here we go. So slip stitch on top of the first 3 double crochets that you made. Now moving on to the second row, chain 3. Remember, your chain 3 always acts as the first double crochet, and on the next stitch make a front post double crochet. And how do you make a front post double crochet? Yarn over, and then on top of this stitch, this is where you insert your hook under it, this stitch, and then you pull up a loop. Now you have 3 loops on the hook, and then you pull through 2, and then you pull through the rest of the 2, and then a back loop, yarn over, and then on the back, you're going to, on back of the next stitch, you're going to pull up a loop like that. The front, yarn over, the back, so it's like the front post double crochet, back post double crochet, front post double crochet, so keep on doing that, and I will meet you when you get back to, when you finish, you go all the way across, and I'll meet you there. So I'm done with the second row. So just on top of this chain 3 that you made, make a slip stitch. Okay, so once you're done with the 2 rows, you're going to the 3rd row, chain 3. Remember, the 3 chains always act as the first double crochet. And then once you have the 3, you're going to repeat the same pattern. So front post double crochet where there is a front post, and back post double crochet where there is a back post. Front post double crochet where there is a front post, and back post double crochet where there is a back post. This is the pattern for row 3. You're going to repeat it all the way across. Place a front post where there is a front post double crochet, and a back post where there is a back post double crochet. Let me meet you when you're done with row 3, so you can move on to the next row, which is row 4. So we are done with the 3rd row. So you just slip stitch on top of the 3 double chains that you made, and then that is row 3. Now moving on to row 4, we are done with the waistband. We are not going to add any more rows. From here we'll be working on the body. So from here, chain 1, and then on this on the very first stitch, make a single crochet, and then single crochet on the next, and on the next one. So in this in row 4, we are just going to have a row of single crochets. So you're just going to make single crochets all the way across to prepare us to start the body part. Now you're just going to go on with this. Make a row of single crochets all the way across, and then I'll meet you when you're done with the row. So I'm just completing the row. Make the last single crochet, and then on top of the first single crochet that you made, slip stitch. Here we go. Now we are moving on to the next step. So on to row 5. Okay, now to row 5, you're going to chain 3, 2, 3, and on the very same stitch, right, just where the same spot, make 1, double crochet, and then on the same spot again make another double crochet. Now you have 3 double crochets right there, and chain 1, not 2, then skip 2 stitches, and then on the 3rd stitch make a double crochet and another double crochet and another double crochet. So 3 double crochets in the same stitch, and then chain 1, skip 2 stitches, 1, 2, and then on the 3rd one make another 3 double crochets on the same stitch. Chain 1, skip 2 stitches, on the 3rd one make 3 double crochets. Chain 1, skip 2, on the 3rd one make 3 double crochets. Chain 1, skip 2, on the 3rd one make 3 double crochets. Chain 1, skip 2, on the 3rd one make 3 double crochets. Yeah, now it's going to be the pattern for the row 5. So keep doing the same thing all the way, and then let me meet you when you're done with this row. Okay, so you're almost through with row 5. So when you get here and you're left with around 3 stitches or 1, like something less than 2, but not more than that, you just chain 1 and slip stitch on top of this. Now you're moving to row 6. Now you're going to slip stitch on top of the 2nd double crochet, slip stitch on top of the 3rd double crochet, and slip stitch inside the chain 1 space that you made. And once you are here, you're going to chain 3. After chaining 3 in the same space, you're going to make 3 double crochets, and then in the next space don't chain. You're going to move in the next space with 3 double crochets, and move on to the next space with 3 double crochets. Move on to the next one with 3 double crochets. Move on to the next one without chaining. Make 3 double crochets. So continue doing that, and then I'll meet you when you're done with this, so we can move to row 7. Okay, once you get here, you're just going to slip stitch on top of your first double crochet. Now you're going to move to the next row, and the next row you're going to slip stitch on top of the first double crochet, slip stitch on top of the second one, and slip stitch on top of the third one and on top of the space that you have here, and then chain 3, and then make another 2 double crochet in the same space, and then move to the next one, the next space, make 3 double crochet in the same space. So note that we are not chaining in between the double crochets. We're just making the 3 double crochets into the spaces. Yes, we are not chaining. So I want you to keep on with that. Don't forget. This is going to help us get a better fitting for a short, like a good fitting. I'm almost done with this. So just when you're done, on top of the chain 3 stitch that you make, slip stitch. This is what you have. So after this, you are going to repeat the same thing that you've done in row 6 and 7. This is these 2 rows. You're going to repeat the same thing and do the same rows and make up to 24 rows. So I'm back, and I said I'll make 24 rows, but I did make 22 rows because I was feeling like 24 will be a little bit longer. So I think 22 is perfect. Yeah. So maybe you just want to make that correction. Sorry for that, but let's move on now to where we are splitting the leg holes. So for us to split the leg holes, what you're going to do, you're going to count the number of this cluster double crochets that we have, and then divide that by 2. So I have a total of 60. So 60 divided by 2 is 30. Now I'm going to count 30, and then where I get my 30 is where I'm going to place my stitch marker. So this is where my 30 is. I'm going to place my stitch marker right there. So after placing your stitch marker where you are, after dividing that, don't you have? I am going to chain a total of 20 stitches. Now that is for the crochet area. Now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. After chaining 20, connect it to where you left you place your stitch marker right here by a slip stitch, and then chain 1 and cut your yarn. So we have something like this. Now after this, we are going to work each leg hole independently. First we will begin by this one. Just where you cut your yarn, you're going to attach your yarn again right there. Touch your yarn. Here. After touching your yarn, now you're going to be working on this crochet part. So what we do, on the very first stitch of the crochet, you're going to make 3 double crochets. That's 1, 2, and 3. After making 3 double crochets, you're going to chain 1 and skip 2 stitches here. 1, 2. Now on the third one, make another 3 double crochets in the same space. After that, chain 1, and then skip 2 stitches on the third one, make another set of 3 double crochets. Chain 1, skip 2 stitches on the third one, make 3 double crochets. Chain 1, skip 2 stitches, 1, 2 on the third one, make 3 double crochets. Chain 1, 1, 2 on the third one, make 3 double crochets. Chain 1, skip 1, 2 on the third one, make 3 double crochets. Now after that, you're just going to continue with the process like what you're doing on the other leg. So you're just going to keep adding 3 double crochets in each space like you're doing before. Now keep doing that until let me meet you, so that when you're done with the row, so we can continue. So I'm almost done with this. This is where I started. Now I'm just going to connect this to the slip stitch like that. So you have this. So you're going to keep working on this one leg hole, and then we'll come to the other one. Make a total of 8 rows, and then once you made a total of 8 rows, come back, let me show you how you're going to move forward. So I made a total of 8 rows, so this is what we have. Now we are going to, I want to edge this part now. Now what we're going to do, I'm going to take my black yarn. This is what I'm going to use here for color blocking, black yarn. So, okay, so you're going to attach your black yarn where you left off. This is where I cut my yarn, so just gonna attach my yarn and chain 3, and then in the same space I'm going to make a double crochet. In the next space I'm going to make 2 double crochets. In the next row I'm going to make another 2 double crochets. In the next row I'm going to make another 2 double crochets and another 2, another 2, and another 2. Here we're making the ruffles part. Just 2 double crochet in each stitch all the way across. Almost done this row. Keep putting 2 double crochets in each stitch. once you completed, you're just going to join this by a slip stitch on top of the first double crochet that you made. Chain 3, and then to the next row, make in the same stitch, make a half double crochet, and on the next one make another double crochet, sorry, not half double crochet, and then keep on making 2 double crochets in each stitch. Okay, so after placing 2 double crochet in each stitch, I'm almost done with this one. So I'm just going to slip stitch on top of the first double crochet that I made, and then cut your yarn. So this is one leg complete. Now what you're going to do, you're going to do the same thing you've done on this side, on this other side. You're going to make 8 rows, and then you're going to make these ruffles, and then after that, yes, that's the next step. So you're going to attach your yarn somewhere here, where we added the crochet area, you remember. And then once you do that, chain 3, and then in the same space make 2 double crochets. Now you're going to be working inside. You remember this is the part where we made the crochet area, so you're going to be working inside these spaces that you left, not on this. You're going to be working inside them. So like here, make 3 double crochets, and then in the next space make another 3 double crochet, in the next space make another 3 double crochets, in the next space as well make another 3 double crochets, in the next step space 3 double crochets. We're almost done with the crochet area, so 3 double crochets, and then now we are going to continue with the same process like we were doing now. Start, make 3 double crochets here, and now we're back to our normal pattern. Now I just wanted to show you how to connect the crochet area, but the whole process is the same. So keep doing it, make 8 rows, and then make the ruffles, and then let me meet you after that so we can add tassels and yeah, at the waistband. Yes, so I went ahead and did the 2 leg holes, and it's done. It's looking so amazing. Now the next thing that we're going to do, we're going to work on we're going to add a band, so that you can pull it when you're putting it on for your waist. Now that's the next step, so let's get into it. So you are going to make a chain of 200, a chain of 200, so I made a total of 200. So now I'm just gonna chain and cut my yarn. Yeah, using your darning needle, you're just going to insert this here like this, And then just make sure that where you're going to is directly proportional to this crotch area, like this. So here. So I'm done with that. Now you're going to add the tassels. Just insert your hook on your darning needle like this, as long as you can make it big, and then cut your yarn. So you're going to insert at the very tip of this, at the tip, and then leave it a bit longer for your tassel. Cut, insert again, and do the same thing until to the length that you had previously, and then cut your yarn and do it again. So you're going to keep adding this until you have like full length, like a full, not really length, but until it's the size that you want, big. You want it small or a bit larger, so yeah. So once you get the thickness that you need, how thick you want your tassels to be, you're going to take a yarn, short one, and just you're going to right here a bit at the neck. You're going to tie a knot, and there we go. And this is what you have. Now the next thing you're going to do is just to weave in your ends. Yes, weave in your ends, make sure everything is well, and then